ladies and gentlemen. In terms of foreign policy, Narendra Modi has been the most effective Prime Minister in the history of India. And no, this is not an overstatement. In fact, to be absolutely fair, I would say that he is head and shoulders above any of his predecessors since independence. The short but symbolically significant visit of Vladimir Putin epitomizes that. Putin is presently the center of global focus once again, with the whole world wondering whether Russia will invade Ukraine. But he flew down specifically to entrench his relationship with India, and his personal chemistry with Prime Minister Modi was obvious. Both Putin and Prime Minister Modi are hard-nosed leaders who will go out of the way to defend their country's national interests. They are both strong nationalist leaders, and they also know how to leverage their country's strengths. By deepening defense cooperation in a calibrated way with the manufacture of rifles and purchase of S-400 missiles, India has balanced the Chinese threat, and also at the same time the fear of geostrategic overdependence on America. And it is this ability to strike a bold, dramatic and yet delicate balance between diverse and sometimes completely opposing sides, like Israel on the one side and the Mideast Arab world on the other, Russia and America, even Iran and the US, that has made Prime Minister Modi's foreign policy a subject of global intrigue and global interest and appreciation. Unlike Xi Jinping, Prime Minister Modi is a globally accepted leader of an emerging superpower. And with Angela Merkel exiting the global stage, perhaps at this moment, he is the most experienced and long-serving leader of a great democracy across the world today. And that gives Prime Minister Modi a very unique position. And that, whether his critics like it or not, is his biggest leverage. In 3 statements recently, in fact, one must observe Prime Minister Modi's recent steps on the global stage, and somebody must analyze it. 3 statements: COP26, the short, very well-positioned US visit and bilateral with Joe Biden, and now this Putin meeting. In these 3, Prime Minister Modi has entrenched his position in global power play. And in doing so, has done the same for India. And ladies and gentlemen, as an observer of geopolitics and geostrategy, though I'm far from being an expert, I will only say this before I begin the debate today, but with the greatest of conviction, that if this continues to be our trajectory, then Putin's description of India as a great power will soon change to a description of India as a superpower, ladies and gentlemen. And for that, beyond all political differences, we must be collectively proud.